I'm Darlene, and I would like to welcome you to my kitchen. Today, I've decided to make a fudge pie. Everybody loves fudge pie. At least everybody I know loves fudge pie. So I think that you guys will really like this recipe. I think this is a very simple one. It only takes a few ingredients. So I really hope that you guys like it. Okay? So, our ingredients that we need today are, I have white granulated sugar, some baking cocoa powder, some vanilla, a can of evaporated milk, and some all-purpose flour. I have some crust, pie crust, and a stick of butter, and then we have 3 eggs. Alright, so it's only a few ingredients, but yet it makes a wonderful pie. And I think y'all will like it. I know you will. Alrighty. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is melt my butter in the microwave. Put it in here for about 40 seconds, I think, 40. Okay. And while that is melting, I'll go ahead and get this stuff opened. Our sugar and our baking cocoa. Fudge pie is a favorite around here. And my family loves fudge pie. Oh yeah. We like all kinds of pies. So that's why I make so many of them. And I want to share them all with y'all. So let's see. More seconds. My microwave's not all that powerful, so we are going to use 1.5 cups of sugar, alright, that's good enough. That's pretty good. We needed it melted. So now I'm going to add 1.5 cups of sugar, or white granulated sugar. Okay. 1.5. And a half. Some white sugar. And now I'm going to put in my cocoa, my baking cocoa. And what we need is 3.5 tablespoons. Now, for people that are learning about measurements, 3 teaspoons is the same thing as 1 tablespoon. Okay, we need 3.5. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I don't want to make this complicated, but I wanted to say that to some of you that might be learning your measurements. Anyway, so I'm doing, instead of trying to do 3.5, it's hard to get a half. So anyway, it's going to be 3 3 tablespoons, 1 teaspoon, and a half a teaspoon, because this is the same as half of this. But anyway, I'll put it up in writing so that you guys can see it, and I don't want to confuse anybody. But so what we're going to put in to make it easy: 3 tablespoons, 1 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon of our cocoa. One tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, and now our other ones. 1 teaspoon. One teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, so I hope I didn't complicate anything to anybody, but I try to always teach something when I make stuff. I know that there's a lot of people that are learning different things, a lot of young people, or a lot of people that just haven't had a chance to learn to bake. And measurements is a lot of problems. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of trouble with measurements and learning them. And so I just thought I would teach that, but I didn't want to confuse anybody. So I will put it up in writing, and also, and I think I said it out loud. So I hope that I taught you something without confusing you. Okay, so let's just stir this up a little bit and cream this up together. So the butter, our white sugar, and our cocoa. I'm just using a fork right now. Chocolate. Cocoa powder is really convenient to be able to use when you don't have chocolate chips or chocolate bars. So I really love having it because I usually have it around, have it on hand. And it works so well in a lot of desserts. Okay, so we're done with that. And see, I just stirred it all up together. Just cream it together with a fork or spoon. Anything's fine. Most pies are really easy to just kind of throw together real quick. That's that. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my eggs. You have 3 eggs. There we go. I try to teach people a lot of times to do your eggs in a separate bowl. The reason I do that is in case you break the shells into it, or say one of your eggs is bad, then you're not wasting your mix and you just get some more eggs out. Now most of the time everybody's eggs are good and you don't have any problems. But that's just something to think about. And easier to get shells out, you know, if you happen to get some shells in there, because that always happens when you least expect it. So just mix them up. Just like if you're doing scrambled eggs. Just mix it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my vanilla in here. I like to add it with my eggs. And then we'll put it in. Now my vanilla is going to be 1.5 teaspoons. 1.5 teaspoons vanilla. One teaspoon. And half a teaspoon. Just get that stirred, mixed up real good. Very good. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in. Try to get all that egg out. We need our egg. There we go. Spatulas, this kind of spatula, are really helpful. They can get everything out with these things. They're great. They are great. Yeah, I like using them. Okay. Stir that up. Now get that egg mixture mixed up real good. And your chocolate mix. Now I am going to use my my whisk. I couldn't think of what it was called. Alright. Whisks are wonderful to work with. They're just easy. If you don't have a whisk, it's okay. Just use your fork or spoon. You'll get it mixed up. This just mixes it a little quicker. There we go. Now, I have a can of evaporated milk. I'm going to shake it up real good. These, you never know when things have settled, especially canned goods, canned milk. So just, you know, just shake it up really good because it settles all on the bottom. Now get that opened. Alrighty. Now this is a 12 fluid ounce can of milk, of evaporated milk. Pouring it in here because I want to put half of this in. So I'm going to measure out 6 fluid ounces. So 6. It's a cup and a half. 1.5 cups. So that means I need 3/4 cup. 3/4 cup. So what I'm going to do is do 3 of these. These are 1/4 cups. And I'm going to do it my way, easier for me. Except I can't get it in here, right? 1, 2, 3. I need 3/4 cup. That's 3 of these 1/4 cup. So 3/4 cup of my evaporated milk. And the reason I did that was because I only needed half of my can. These are 12 ounces. This is, and I want half of it. So I'm doing 6 ounces. I measured it in here. It came to 1.5 cups. So I need half of that. So 3/4 cup. 3/4 cup. Alright. There we go. Now if you decide to make 2 pies, here's the rest for another pie. Right now I just wanted to make 1. So if you have a small can that measures out about 6 ounces of milk, then that will work fine. The smaller cans, say 5, it'd be between 5 and 6 ounces. You can use that. But otherwise it is 3/4 cup of your evaporated milk. Alrighty? Okay, let's preheat our oven to, let's see, 350. Preheat your oven to 350. Bake. 350, start. Alright, always check, make sure it's empty. I don't keep things in there, but it's just a good habit to do. So, got our stuff all mixed up in here. Now, one more thing I've got to put in. Whoops. Now, if y'all noticed, I still need to put my flour in. And something I wanted to show you all is normally you always put a lot of your dry ingredients in together. So in the beginning, when we put our sugar and our baking cocoa in, we would have mixed our flour in with that. Because normally you do your dry ingredients and then you add your wet ingredients. So what I wanted to do was show you guys that if you forget to put something like that in, it's important when you're doing your dry ingredients, especially the flour, because your flour is something that's going to be thickening up your pie. And we don't use very much. We're just going to use 2 teaspoons. So what we're going to do, instead of putting it in here, because if you put your flour right down in here, it's going to be clumpy. It's not going to mix right. So always try to remember to put all your dry ingredients together, and then it will do. But what I wanted to show y'all, and this is the secret, what I wanted to show y'all, because things always happen. A mistake can always happen. Whether you're making something on the stove or a pie. And I try to always teach people. So this is one reason why I wanted to be able to show you what you would do in case you forgot to put in your dry ingredient first. So all you've got to do is we're going to be using 2 teaspoons of flour. Go ahead and get out a little bit of your pie mixture and put it in here. Just a little bit. When you make gravies or anything like that, always add your flour to a little bit of the liquid, and then it mixes so much easier. So this is what I want to show you guys. Since we need to do 2 teaspoons one, 2 teaspoons flour. So what we're going to do is just mix it up in here first, okay? If we had put it inside of there, it would not have mixed well. And that's why I wanted to show you. If you happen to have something like that happen, do it separate, then add it to your pie. Just mix it really good. It is important that you get it mixed up into this little bit of pie mixture before you put it into your pie. I'm just using a fork. See? It's all mixed up. There's a little bit on the outside part here. Use my fork and get it off the bowl. But I wanted to show you guys that because things happen. And this is just a little hint that might help somebody. And if I help somebody, then that makes me happy. That's what I want to do. I like to teach y'all different little secrets. I tell y'all that, and so I wanted to be able to show y'all that. There we go. So now we can pour it in our pie. It's all mixed up really well. If you had poured it in here, it may not have mixed up and blended in near as well. So there we go. It's going to be fine. Otherwise you could have had chunks. You just don't want chunks in your pie. So I'm going to show y'all that little secret. There you go. Now, I did that. Let me use I'll use this for just a minute. You don't have to, but you would use fork or something. Either the whisk or the fork. Blend it up a little bit again. Because life happens. You know, sometimes you might have to get stopped in the middle of your pie. And whether if you've got a child or you get a phone call or somebody pops in the door, things happen. So this was just a simple little something that I could show somebody. And hopefully it helps somebody. That makes me glad. Alrighty, our pie is ready. Okay, now the oven is set at 350 and my oven is hot. So I'm going to get out my pie crust and I'm going to pour it in. Alright, look at that, look at that, look at that. Creamy. It's very thin. Very thin. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I like to use my spatula. It gets it all out. That is our wonderful pie. Yum. This is going to be so good. Oh yeah. There we go. That's full. Very full. I'm going to have fun getting that in the oven. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the oven in the middle rack. Our oven is on 350. I'm going to put a cookie sheet underneath. Not right under my pie, but underneath on the next rack down. Okay? So my pie is going on the middle rack. on the middle rack. Ooh, and it's full, y'all. So this is gonna be fun. It's gonna take me a minute. It's very full. Be very careful. Just take your time. Okay. Now I'm going to stick this underneath on the next shelf down. Ooh-wee. All right. So that's going to get hot. It's cooled off apparently a little bit. But I've got it set on 350. I'm going to let it bake for 10 minutes on 350. Okay. And then I will come back and turn it down. Alrighty? Time, 10 minutes. Oops, go back down. Okay. Bake 350 for 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, y'all, so it has baked for 10 minutes. I'm back. I'm back. It has baked for 10 minutes, so I'm going to change the temperature now down to 325. Stop. $325. Start. Okay. I'm going to look at it around 45 or 50 minutes. I'm just going to look at it. But I will let you guys know. I will let y'all know exactly how long it takes to bake. So, alrighty, I'll be back. Alrighty, y'all. I'm going to take it out and check it. It has cooked so far. It cooked 10 minutes. It baked 10 minutes on 350. And then we turned it down to 325 and it has baked for 50 minutes. Oh, it's good. It's all puffed up. It's all puffed up, y'all. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. It's poofy. Poofy. Alrighty, I'm gonna let it sit and cool. Oh. It's settling down. It's going down slowly. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It was poofed up. Oops. It was like up here. It's not jiggly. It's just, it's settling down. It's settling down, which means, whoops, I'm holding it underneath, poofing it back up. It's going down a little bit because it was up higher. Now it's settling down. And it's going to have to sit, okay? It needs to sit for a couple of hours. That makes it set, S-E-T. It helps it to set. Now I'm going to get a wire rack and I'm going to sit it on it. See if I can find it. Okay, see my wire rack? I'll sit it up there. There we go. Alright. Wonderful. Okay, there we go. Now we just gotta wait. Now, so it cooked, it baked on 350 for 10 minutes and then on 325 for 50 minutes. Yeah, I think it's going to be, yeah, I think it's done. Yeah, but we have to let it sit so it can firm up and finish. It's just what it's called, they call it set, S-E-T, where it just settles and cools and thickens. So, just got to give it time. But I'm going to give it a couple hours and let it cool way down. I like my pie when it's cooled down. Alrighty? Look at that. Look at that. Yum. It's settling down. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. Now, when you're baking it, if your pie crust starts getting too dark, you can put some metal wrap around the edges of the this here, your aluminum foil. You can put little pieces around the edge, and that will keep the outside from getting too dark. This is a little dark because when I put it in the oven, it spilt a little bit up on it. I tried to wipe it off, but that's why that's kind of dark. But mine didn't get too dark. I didn't need any foil on it. But sometimes it does happen, and you know, it's up to you if you want to put any foil around it. But mine didn't do that. So yeah, it's wonderful. I'm cracking. But it's done. That just helps me know it's done. Alright, I'm going to put it back on here. It's still hot. I just wanted to take some pictures. Yeah, this is going to be so good. I know that you guys are going to like it. You'll have got to leave me a comment. Let me know if you like it. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah. Yeah. But after this is cooled off, I'll come back. I'll be back. Hey everybody. I told you I'd come back, and this pie, it's just maybe a little more on the bottom. It's been sitting a couple of hours now. Yeah, I think it's safe to cut into it. Yeah, oh my. Y'all, this is going to be so good, so good. I had to come back and get some of this fudge pie now. Yeah, I did. It's so good. I won't quit. Huh. It won't work. It works when it wants to. All right. I'm going to show y'all that one more time. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I can hold it now. Yum. Yum. When it cracks down the middle, you know it's done. But if you put a regular knife down in it, and if it comes back clean, then you know it's done. See, there's no stickiness to it. Nothing like that. Maybe a little bit of, like when it's warm, when the pie is really warm, it'll have like a kind of a little bit of wet, but only from the humidity, like, you know, from it being it's not sticky. It's done. So anyway, it comes out clean, fairly clean. But yum, yum. Can't wait to cut in. All right. Our Father in heaven, I want to thank you for another good dish. I want to thank you for guiding me and blessing me and putting your angels all around me. Thank you for your love, and thank you for your protection, your Son. Thank you for all the wonderful gifts and the favor and everything that you give me, Father. Thank you for your blessings. Father, I ask you to bless this and food and help it to nourish my body and anybody else that eats it. I pray, Father, that you be with me and my family and all my viewers and all our loved ones, and take care of us and guide us and help us to stay in your will for our lives, Father. Thank you for everything. Thank you for keeping evil far away from us. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for loving us. Help us to be the kind of people you want us to be. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Alright, now I get to eat this. Yum, yum, yum. See, God is so good. God is so good. He's good to me. I'm going to cut into this. Oh, man, this looks good. I have a sharp knife here. I'm afraid to cut through the bottom. Cut it right here. Oh, yeah. I can feel the bottom better this way. Oh, wow. This feels so good. Yum, yum, yum. Yummy. Yummy. Yeah, it's easier to get a regular piece. Get a regular piece out first. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. Yum. Now I'm gonna put me some Cool Whip on this. Not Cool Whip, but whip topping. Yeah. Yum. 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 Y'all know I like Cool Whip. Whip topping. Oh yeah, I do. I do. Yum. Yum. Oh my gosh. Put a little of that topping. That's my fudge pie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's good. It's good. I got more topping than I did pie. There we go. Oh, that's good. That is good. I'm so glad I made this. I'm so glad I made it tonight, and I'm glad I made a video for y'all. Oh, good. So tasty. Fudge pie. I think you guys will be pleased. There are so many ways of making fudge pie. So many different fudge pie recipes. And I'm going to make them all. I'm going to make all of them. They're all different. They're all tasty. Some are sweeter than others. You have there's pudding pies that are, fudge pies that are like pudding ones. Then there's the ones you bake. There's the instant ones. I'm gonna do everything. But I have a whole lot of fudge pies and chocolate pies. I have some with meringue and stuff on them. I have a chocolate pie with meringue I'm gonna make. But I know I've got at least 3 more fudge pie recipes that I think y'all will like. And they're all different. They're all very good. So if you don't like one so much, try another one. But they're all good. This is good. This is good. This one's not too sweet. So if you like fudge pie that's not too sweet, but really good, this is good. And if I take a bite just of the just of that, not the topping, because I just like topping on everything. But the pie itself, oh, that's so good and so easy to eat. That just melts in my mouth. It's not too sweet at all. I got a little more piece, but I could eat this stuff all day. This is good. This is good. I mean, just that in there. Just that fudgy. Wow. Oh, I think you guys will love this. I think you will love that. I think you will love it. Excuse me. Oh man, that's good. I like it with the topping though. I'm waiting on my topping. Now the top of it is crunchy, a little bit of crunchy on top. Well, I covered it all up. But the crunchy part, try to get it without the topping. Oh, I like that. The top of it. It's hard to get. I covered it all up. Okay. Oh man. Maybe I shouldn't have covered it all up. That stuff's good. Push that topping off. This crunchy. Oh my gosh, the topping on the pie. I mean the top of the pie. Oh, I like that. If I could demolish this pie, it's good. That is. Yeah, you don't need this topping. You don't need the topping on it. It is. This is good, y'all. This is good. Y'all will like this. It's not too sweet. It's just the inside. Well, I'm getting the part of the, that is just, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like pudding. Okay, so it's not a pudding pie. It's not like chess, but a little bit, kind of like chess. This is good. Y'all will like this. I'm so glad I made it. Yeah. I think you guys will really, really like it. It's not real sweet, so it's really easy to eat. But it's sweet enough, okay? It is sweet enough. And if you put this topping stuff on top like I did, that just makes it sweeter. So if you want it sweeter, add some topping to it. But without it, without the topping, this pie is perfect. It's perfect. Let yours sit for several hours. I think mine sat for 3 hours. I'm cooling off before I got a hold of it here. So it had plenty of time to sit and cool, but it had time to set, S-E-T, set, and thicken up, you know. Yeah. Y'all will like this. Ooh. When y'all do, let me know what you think. Try making it. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you made it. I think you will really, really like it. Be careful putting it in the oven. It was full. It was full. Mine spilled out a little bit on the side and a little bit on the side of the, little bitty bit on the side here. I had to kind of wipe it off. I did not need to cover it with metal wrap, Reynolds wrap. I thought I would have to put some on the outside of my crust to cover just the crust to keep it from getting too dark, but I didn't need to. It was perfect. It did perfect. And it baked, I think it was a total of an hour, because it was on 350 for 10 minutes, and then it was on I turned it down to 325 for 50 minutes. So it cooked for an hour total. Yeah. Y'all will like this. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel. That'll help you to get notifications every time I put something out. You won't miss anything. I'm making all kinds of new dishes every week. Main dishes, side dishes, soups, salads, vegetables, breads, pies, cookies, desserts. I'm putting out all kinds of stuff every week. And I don't want y'all to miss anything. Yeah, subscribe, and then you'll get the notifications every time I put something out. And I think that you guys will like them. I really hope that y'all do. I really appreciate y'all watching these videos, especially watching them all the way through. But I really hope that I'm teaching some people some different things. I try to do that in all my videos, to give little hints and just little secrets on things to help y'all out. It's funny how there's so many different little things that you don't know, and you see them when you're cooking, when you just come upon them. But if I can tell people these different things, if it doesn't happen right now, later on if it did, then y'all know what to do. And I have so many young people and beginner cooks, and there's a lot of women. They're telling me that they're getting back into cooking and baking, and they didn't have time for so long, and now they are, and they're excited getting in the kitchen. So yeah, I really hope everybody enjoys all my videos, and I hope you get something out of them besides just cooking. And I really appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so very much. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'll say it again. I need subscribers, and I really appreciate everybody doing that. And I really do think I have a lot of things that you guys might like. So yeah, let me know. And thank you. Thank you so very, very much for everything. So, as always, bye.